Well, I got done mowing the backyard just in time. Ignore Levi's shorts because I told him to take them off on the porch, meaning up on the porch, so they'd be right outside the back door and I could put them in the wash, and he didn't. He threw them down right here, which now they have, you know, seed stuff from the pecan tree. Anyway, it rains. It's still raining. It came down pretty hard for a few minutes and then it got... He's got a float. It's a chair float. It says, I let him pick it out himself, and it says Margaritaville on it. Hey! You floating? Is your face getting cleared up? I can't hear you. His face is getting cleared up for his beach trip. That's what he told me. I told him, I said, I'm going to put the water hose in the pool and I want you to get in. And I said, I'm going to put a thing of bleach in. It was pretty, it was so pretty and a blue, like a clear blue. You could sort of see the bottom, and praise God, I've already got all of the big stuff off the bottom using the big net. Like it picks it up and it just scoops it. And I've been doing that for about the last week off and on. And then after a day of the float tablet, the floater with the tablet in it, and then I put like a gallon of that big jug of chlorinating liquid in, turn on the filter, and I have cleaned my filter out two times a day, guys. I come out twice a day and take the filter out of the pump, spray it out. I've got new ones, but I'm trying to hold back on buying more. So after a few minutes of swimming around the green that the filter is taking out, the algae and junk like that, you can see over here where it's all wet, where I was cleaning the filter out. And I'll do it again this evening. I'll spray the filter out. And I haven't been keeping the pump going 24 hours, but I do run the pump 5 hours in the morning and 5 hours in the evening. And it's doing really good. I'm happy with the way it's working. I'm fixing to mow. I've got everything. I've been using my old feed sacks to pick up trash, which has worked out really good. And here's Steph's ferns. They're actually, as sad as they look, they actually look way better than they did. Go ahead, you can get out. I got you a towel right here. And then I've got all my ferns sitting here. They've all been watered. And I'm just trying to keep them underneath this tree where they get... I can't water them on the back, you know, inside there. I don't want all that wet in there. So I have to bring them out here to water them. So more than likely honestly, until fall, where the days start getting cooler and the water don't absorb so fast, I'm just going to leave them out here. Here's your towel. Take your shorts off on the back porch when you get in. Dry off and don't go through the... Don't let that drag. Hello, Katie. Daddy is going to keep Katie and... Where's he at? Oh, he's right there looking at me. Dad's going to keep Katie and Casey while we're going to the beach next week. And I'm going to see if Bennett... Okay, Daddy said the last time he had ginseng, he said ginseng. I don't know if he filmed any of that or videoed it or even said it in video, but he told me that several times a day he would have to come, or a couple of times a day he'd have to come down here because ginseng would be on the front porch. So Bree told me that she would keep honey. Normally Jill keeps honey. Hold on. So normally Jill keeps honey, but they're also going to be out of town the week we're only gone 3 days, but those 3 days that we're gone, they're gone. So I asked Bree to keep her. She can't stay with Daddy. She doesn't like Daddy. So I got to thinking I might see if Bennett will, because I already told Bree, and she says, well, if Bennett doesn't want to feed up or doesn't think he can do it, or is somehow it's interfering with something that's going on with him, just tell me and she'll do my feet up too. But I thought I might ask Bennett just to stay here, you know, stay in the house. He can go to G's or Pops or something, whatever he wants, but if he would, but he don't, I mean, truthfully, what is that? We're talking about, he's got his own bed down there and everything. So if he'll just come here, what I was thinking was going ahead and leaving Jensen and Honey in the house, with the gate put across the kitchen, so their access to their food and water is available. The kitten will be in there, so he'll be running around. So I was thinking if Bennett would come here and stay, then he could wake up here in the morning and put the dogs out, and then he could come out here and make sure Minky's gone already. Oh yeah, I left Minky's off her cable. I've let her off to run. Since Luna is gone, she won't try to hang around over at Buddy and Steph's. You know, the last time she was off her cable, she busted through their window into their kitchen. Steph heard all kinds of racket and come in, and her and Luna were playing, and the window was busted out. So I can't, she's destructive. As good as she is with the animals and stuff, she's destructive. So Luna's gone, so there won't be any reason for her to hang over there. So she'll probably end up at Mom's for a while, then usually she comes back. When she's been up to Mom's for a little while, then she eventually comes home. But when Luna's here, she tends to cause problems over at Buddy and Steph's. So Luna's not here right now, and she'll figure that out a little bit. So anyway, I was thinking that if Bennett would stay here, he would wake up here, he could put the dogs out, let them do their morning business, come out and deal with Minky, make sure everything looks normal out here with the goats. You know, he sees Molly. They don't have to be fed in the morning. I only feed the goats and Molly at night right now. With the summer, it's, you know, the grass is knee-high everywhere, and I was gonna mow, and I think I've waited too late to mow because now it's very overcast, and we're supposed to have some rain and possibly even some thunderstorms later this evening. But anyway, I was just thinking maybe if I could pay him to do that, stay here in the house, and you know, before he leaves to go to Daddy's or, you know, whatever he might want to do for the day, check everything, make sure everything looks normal. The goats are here, the Molly's here, Minky's okay. Then call the dogs back in, put them back in the kitchen. I can't let Honey have free roam. She was never potty trained. You know, she was Jill's, and Jill's a teacher. No one ever potty trained her. And I thought, Jensen potty trained is so easy, I thought that she would see him, but that doesn't work. She'd care less. If for some reason I don't get her out in time, or whatever, if the door to my bedroom is open, she'll go use the bathroom in my bedroom. I just can't trust her. So she would have to go back into the kitchen. But she would be in the air, they'd be in the air condition, and they'd have their food, and they'd have their water, and somebody would be with them in the morning, and somebody would be with them in the evening. And, you know, then in the evenings, Ben could do the chores out here, which is basically just feed Molly, throw out some feed for the chickens, and feed the goats in their feeders. You know what I was looking at right now is that mulberry tree out there. The day that I walked out, I believe it was the first day that Jake put that stuff in the pond to kill that algae. I was saying how these worms that make these spider web looking things had just eaten every leaf off that the mulberry tree was empty. It had no leaves. It had, I mean, like random leaf all by itself here and there. And look at that mulberry tree right now. Look at this tree. Is that not beautiful? It's leafed out again. It was like, it's like it started over. Isn't that how God does for us? We're just beat up and empty, and God can just change you just like that. That's like in 2 weeks' time, every leaf is back on that tree out there. That's how quick it happens. God can change things. All right, well, I'm going in. I'm soaking wet. I'm going to get in the shower and get all of the nasty, all the nastiness off my feet. And I have tomatoes I need to go pick. I picked a couple of cucumbers. And I didn't even see them. They were, those cucumber plants look like nearly dead to me. But there was a couple that was looking halfway decent. And it had 2 really big cucumbers on it that had started to turn yellow. And then one that was like a perfect circle that was already starting to turn. So it never grew. It was like stuck in a spot where it wouldn't grow long. It just grew in a circle. Anyway, but I've got tomatoes too, and I was going to pick them and forgot to pick them. Maybe I ought to run out there and do it real quick while it's lightly raining. But it's so pretty. I can see out across the field back there through these leaves and just look past, and the rain's just coming down so nice and easy and smooth. No storm, just easy. And there's still a little bit of sunshine, and it's not quite as much as the devil beating his wife sunshine, but it's just pretty. Anyway, I'm gonna run grab those tomatoes, and then I'm gonna go in the house, and I will see you guys later. Love y'all. God bless you. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.